Struggling to pass your DMV permit test on the first try? Congratulations, you have found the right channel. We are dedicated to providing you with everything you need to prepare confidently for your test. Today, we will go through 46 essential mock test questions for California, with the last 10 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So stick around until the end. Let's dive in and get started. Question 1. How long must a minor wait to retake a failed behind-the-wheel drive test? Option A, 14 days, not including the day of the failure. B, 7 days, not including the day of the failure. C, 30 days. Answer is A, 14 days, not including the day of the failure. Minors must wait 14 days to retake a failed behind-the-wheel drive test. This mandatory waiting period does not include the day of the failure. Question 2. To make a left turn ahead, you see the road marked with two sets of double lines, solid on the outside, broken on the inside. You must: Option A, turn from your current lane after signaling. B, merge completely into this lane before you make your left turn. C, not enter this lane for any reason. Answer is B, merge completely into this lane before you make your left turn. This is a center left turn lane. You must enter it entirely to wait for a gap in traffic before completing your turn. Question 3. When can you make a U-turn in a business district? Option A, except at an intersection or on a divided highway where an opening has been provided. B, at any point on the street if traffic is clear for 200 feet. C, U-turns are strictly banned in all business districts without exception. Answer is A, except at an intersection or on a divided highway where an opening has been provided. In a business district, U-turns are generally prohibited. You may only make a U-turn in a business district at an intersection or on a divided highway where a designated opening has been provided. Question 4. What must you do when an intersection's traffic light is not working? Option A, slow down and sound your horn before crossing. B, proceed immediately if you are on the larger, main road. C, stop as if the intersection is controlled by stop signs in all directions. Answer is C, stop as if the intersection is controlled by stop signs in all directions. If an intersection's traffic light is not working or there is a power outage, you must stop as if the intersection is controlled by stop signs in all directions. Once you have stopped, proceed cautiously when it is safe. Question 5. According to California law, why might a bicyclist move left to avoid a hazard? Option A, to prepare for a right turn at the next intersection. B, to pass another bicyclist traveling at the same speed. C, to avoid hazards such as parked or moving vehicles, animals, or trash. Answer is C, to avoid hazards such as parked or moving vehicles, animals, or trash. Bicyclists may move left to avoid hazards on the road. These hazards may include parked or moving vehicles, other bicycles, animals, or trash. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your DMV permit test. Now let's get back to the video. Question 6. Before which of the following maneuvers is it explicitly required to check your blind spots? Option A, only when changing lanes on a freeway. B, driving straight through an intersection with a green light. C. Changing lanes, backing up, and opening your car door. Answer is C. Changing lanes, backing up, and opening your car door. You must check your blind spots before executing many common driving maneuvers. This includes before you change lanes, turn at an intersection, merge with traffic, back up, leave a parking space, parallel park, pull out from the curb, or open your car door next to traffic. Question 7. During the pre-drive inspection, how much clearance must there be between the bottom of the foot brake pedal and the floorboard when depressed? Option A, at least 2 inches. B, at least half an inch. C, at least 1 inch. Answer is C. At least 1 inch. Before the drive test, you must demonstrate that there is at least 1 inch of clearance between the bottom of the foot brake pedal and the floorboard when depressed. Question 8. Which of the following is a sign that you should slow down to avoid hydroplaning? Option A. Your steering wheel suddenly vibrates intensely. B. You hear sloshing sounds from the tires. C. Your headlights reflect too brightly off the road surface. Answer is B. You hear sloshing sounds from the tires. To avoid hydroplaning, you should drive slowly and steer around standing water if possible. A clear warning sign that you need to slow down immediately is if you hear sloshing sounds coming from your tires. Question 9. When checking blind spots before a lane change, which of these road users should you specifically look for? Option A. Pedestrians on the sidewalk. B. Law enforcement vehicles only. C. Other vehicles, motorcyclists, and bicyclists. Answer is C. Other vehicles, motorcyclists, and bicyclists. Before you change lanes, you must check your blind spots specifically for other vehicles, motorcyclists, and bicyclists. Do not let the vehicle drift into another lane while you are checking your blind spots. Question 10. If you want to cross the street but there are no pedestrian signals present, what must you do? Option A. Wait for a gap in traffic and run across. B. Assume you always have the right-of-way over all vehicles. C. Obey the vehicle traffic signals. Answer is C. Obey the vehicle traffic signals. If you want to cross a street but there are no specific pedestrian signals present, you must wait and obey the standard vehicle traffic signals to safely determine when it is your turn to cross. Question 11. According to the California Driver's Handbook, is it legal to drink alcohol or take drugs while operating a vessel such as a boat, jet ski, or water skis? Option A. It is illegal to drink alcohol or take drugs when operating these vessels. B. It is legal as long as your BAC remains below 0.08%. C. It is only illegal if you are operating a motorized boat, not water skis or aquaplanes. Answer is A. It is illegal to drink alcohol or take drugs when operating these vessels. It is illegal to drink alcohol or take drugs when you are operating a boat, jet ski, water skis, aquaplane, or similar vessels. Question 12. When loading or unloading at a yellow curb, how long are you permitted to stop? Option A. Up to 30 minutes for commercial vehicles. B. Only long enough to pick up or drop off passengers. C. Do not stop longer than the time posted. Answer is C. Do not stop longer than the time posted. When loading or unloading passengers and freight at a yellow curb, you must strictly follow the time limit and do not stop longer than the time posted. Question 13. Under California law, is it legal to drive an overloaded vehicle? Option: no, you must not drive a vehicle so overloaded that you cannot control it, see ahead, or see to the sides. B. Yes, as long as you activate your emergency hazard lights. C. Yes, but only if you are traveling a short distance in a residential area. Answer is A. No, you must not drive a vehicle so overloaded that you cannot control it, see ahead, or see to the sides. You must not drive a vehicle so overloaded that you cannot maintain proper control of it, see ahead, or see clearly to the sides of your vehicle. Question 14. What is the recommended first physical step to take regarding your steering if you have a tire blowout? Option A. Steer sharply toward the right shoulder of the road. B. Turn the steering wheel side to check for vehicle control. C. Hold the steering wheel with both hands. Answer is C. Hold the steering wheel with both hands. If you experience a tire blowout, the first step is to hold the steering wheel firmly with both hands to maintain control of the vehicle. Question 15. When preparing to turn, how should you check for traffic after stopping? Option A. Look both ways, left, right, left, and turn when it is safe. B. Look only to your left, as that is where closest traffic comes from. C. Look right, left, right, and proceed immediately. Answer is A. Look both ways, left, right, left, and turn when it is safe. When preparing to turn, you must stop at the appropriate limit line or boundary, look both ways, left, right, left, to check for traffic and pedestrians, and proceed to turn only when it is safe. Question 16. Why does the DMV place restrictions on a driver's license? Option A. To ensure a driver is operating a vehicle within their ability. B. To penalize drivers who have received multiple parking tickets. C. To restrict the number of vehicles a driver is legally allowed to own. Answer is A. To ensure a driver is operating a vehicle within their ability. The DMV places specific restrictions on a driver's license to ensure a driver is safely operating a vehicle within their personal ability. Question 17. If you are a provisional driver with a medical need to drive during restricted hours, what must you carry? Option A. A note signed by your physician with your medical condition and the date you are expected to recover. B. A note signed by your school principal or dean. C. Your original birth certificate and proof of health insurance. Answer is A. A note signed by your physician with your medical condition and the date you are expected to recover. There are exceptions to provisional driving restrictions. If you have a medical need and cannot reasonably find another way to travel, you must carry a note signed by your physician detailing your medical condition and the date you are expected to recover. Question 18. When driving near large vehicles and trucks, you should never. Option A. Pass them on the left side. B. Change lanes directly in front of them to reach an exit or turn. C. Drive in the two right-hand lanes on a divided highway. Answer is B. Change lanes directly in front of them to reach an exit or turn. When driving near large vehicles and trucks, you must never change lanes directly in front of them to reach an exit or turn. Question 19. Neighborhood electric vehicles (NEVs) and low-speed vehicles (LSVs) are restricted from driving on roads where the speed limit is greater than Option A, 25 miles per hour. B, 45 miles per hour. C, 35 miles per hour. Answer is C, 35 miles per hour. Neighborhood electric vehicles (NEVs) and low-speed vehicles (LSVs) reach a maximum speed of 25 miles per hour. They are legally restricted from driving on roads where the speed limit is greater than 35 miles per hour. Question 20. Where should you avoid stopping if you experience vehicle trouble? Option A, on a straight flat road with a wide shoulder. B, just over a hill or just around a curve. C, in a designated emergency parking area. Answer is B, just over a hill or just around a curve. When stopping for a vehicle emergency, placement is critical. Do not stop just over a hill or just around a curve, as approaching drivers may not see your vehicle in time to avoid a collision. Always stop where people can see you and your vehicle from behind, and activate your emergency flashers. Question 21. What should you do if the railroad crossing gates are lowered but you do not see a train approaching? Option A, slowly drive around the lowered gates to avoid blocking traffic behind you. B, honk your horn to alert a potential train, then cross the tracks quickly. C, do not go around the gates. Call the posted railroad emergency toll-free number or 911. Answer is C, do not go around the gates. Call the posted railroad emergency toll-free number or 911. Do not go under lowering gates or around lowered gates. If the gates are lowered and you do not see a train approaching, call the posted railroad emergency toll-free number or dial 911. Question 22. When driving in foggy conditions, you must make sure you can stop. Option A, within a standard 3-second following distance. B, within the space you can see ahead. C, within double the normal stopping distance. Answer is B, within the space you can see ahead. When driving in foggy conditions, visibility is severely limited. Because of this, you must increase your following distance and make sure you drive at a speed that allows you to stop safely within the space you can see ahead. Question 23. At what angle should you turn your steering wheel to back into a parallel parking space? Option A 90-degree angle. B, a 30-degree angle. C, about a 45-degree angle. Answer is C, about a 45-degree angle. When you begin backing up into a parallel parking space, you should turn your steering wheel to back into the space at about a 45-degree angle. Always check your rearview mirror and look over your shoulder for approaching vehicles. Question 24. When you see a white regulatory sign that says, "Slower traffic, keep right," you should Option A, slow down and move to the right lane. B, stay in the right lane if you're driving slower than other traffic. C, exit the road on the right if you are moving slowly. Answer is B, stay in the right lane if you're driving slower than other traffic. This sign is used on multi-lane roads to remind drivers that the left lanes are for passing and faster-moving traffic. Question 25. What color are the crosswalk lines usually painted for school crossings? Option A, white. B, yellow. C, green. Answer is B, yellow. Crosswalks are often marked with white lines to indicate the safe crossing area. However, school crossings may have yellow crosswalk lines instead. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your DMV permit test. Now let's get back to the video. Question 26. Which of the following maneuvers explicitly requires you to check your blind spots before proceeding? Option A, before leaving a parking space or parallel parking. B, only when changing lanes on a multi-lane freeway. C, while driving straight through an intersection with a green light. Answer is A, before leaving a parking space or parallel parking. Checking your blind spots is critical before making any lateral movement on the road. You must specifically check your blind spots before leaving a parking space, parallel parking, changing lanes, merging, pulling away from a curb, or opening your car door. Question 27. At what age does a driver take on their own financial responsibility for damages if involved in a collision? Option A, 18 years old and older. B, 21 years old and older. C, 25 years old and older. Answer is A, 18 years old and older. Once drivers reach 18 years old and older, they legally take on their own financial responsibility for any damages if they are involved in a collision. Question 28. Which of the following prioritizes bicycle travel on streets shared with vehicle traffic? Option A, center left turn lane. B, buffered bike lane. C, bicycle boulevard. Answer is C, bicycle boulevard. A bicycle boulevard is a specific type of street that prioritizes bicycle travel on streets shared with motor vehicle traffic. Question 29. According to California law, who must wear a seatbelt in a moving vehicle, and what is the penalty for failing to do so? Option A, you and your passengers must wear seatbelts, and you can get a ticket if you do not. B, only the driver and front seat passengers must wear them to avoid a ticket. C, it is highly recommended for all passengers, but tickets are only issued if the driver is unbelted. Answer is A, you and your passengers must wear seatbelts, and you can get a ticket if you do not. California law requires that you and all your passengers must wear seatbelts, and you can get a ticket if you do not. Wearing seatbelts increases your chance of survival in most collisions. Question 30. Before beginning any questioning related to a traffic violation, a law enforcement officer must generally: Option A, state the reason for the traffic or pedestrian stop. B, ask to search the trunk of your vehicle. C, wait for a secondary officer to arrive at the scene. Answer is A, state the reason for the traffic or pedestrian stop. Before beginning any questioning related to a criminal investigation or a traffic violation, a law enforcement officer must generally state the reason for the traffic or pedestrian stop. Question 31. If you choose to drive slower than other traffic, which lane should you drive in? Option A, the far left lane. B, any middle lane. C, the right lane. Answer is C, the right lane. If you choose to drive slower than other traffic, you should drive in the right lane to prevent blocking the normal flow of traffic. Question 32. The strict open container laws for alcohol do not apply to you if you are a passenger in A. Option A, bus, taxi, camper, or motorhome. B, carpool or high occupancy vehicle, HOV. C, convertible with the top down. Answer is A, bus, taxi, camper, or motorhome. The strict open container laws for alcohol do not apply if you are a passenger in a bus, taxi, camper, or motorhome. Question 33. When preparing to turn right at an intersection, what specific hazards must you check for? Option: pedestrians crossing the street and motorcycles and bicycles riding next to you. B, only vehicles approaching from the opposite direction. C, large commercial trucks parked on the side of the road. Answer is A, pedestrians crossing the street and motorcycles and bicycles riding next to you. When preparing to make a right turn, you must always check for pedestrians crossing the street. Additionally, watch carefully for motorcycles and bicycles riding next to you between your vehicle and the curb. Question 34. How might a bicyclist signal their intention to turn? Option A, by waving a brightly colored flag. B, by continuously ringing their bell. C, with their arm held straight out, pointing in the direction of the turn. Answer is C, with their arm held straight out, pointing in the direction of the turn. Bicyclists share the same roads and use hand signals to communicate. A bicyclist may signal a turn by holding their arm straight out and pointing in the direction they plan to turn. Drivers must be aware of and recognize these visual signals to share the road safely. Question 35. To safely pass a hill or curve should be at least. Option A, 1/4 of a mile ahead. B, 1/3 of a mile ahead. C, 1/2 of a mile ahead. Answer is B, 1/3 of a mile ahead. If the driver ahead of you is signaling and turning left, you may legally pass them on the right side, provided you have a safe amount of clearance to execute the maneuver. Question 36. When parked headed uphill with a curb, which way should you turn your front wheels? Option A, away from the curb, left towards the center of the road. B, into the curb or toward the right edge of the road. C, parallel to the curb. Answer is A, away from the curb, left towards the center of the road. When parked headed uphill with a curb, you must turn your front wheels away from the curb, or to the left towards the center of the road. Let your vehicle roll back a few inches so the wheel gently touches the curb. Question 37. A 5-sided sign indicates that you are. Option A, approaching a railroad crossing and must look and listen. B, near a school and you should drive slowly and stop for children. C, entering a divided highway with two-way traffic. Answer is B, near a school and you should drive slowly and stop for children. A five-sided sign indicates that you are approaching a school zone. When you see this sign, you must drive slowly, be extremely observant, and always stop for children in the crosswalk. Question 38. It is against the law to follow within what distance of any emergency vehicle when their siren or flashing lights are on? Option A, 300 feet. B, 200 feet. C, 500 feet. Answer is A, 300 feet. It is against the law to follow within 300 feet of any fire engine, law enforcement vehicle, ambulance, or other emergency vehicle when their siren or flashing lights are on. Question 39. What does a circular sign with a red border and the number 20 indicate? Option A, the speed limit is 100 miles per hour. B, this is a truck route only. C, the maximum speed allowed is 20 miles per hour. Answer is C. The maximum speed allowed is 20 miles per hour. This regulatory sign sets the legal top speed for the area. You must not exceed 20 miles per hour under normal conditions. Question 40. What is the penalty for smoking in a vehicle when a minor is present? Option A, you can be fined. B, your vehicle will be impounded. C, your license will be suspended for 30 days. Answer is A. You can be fined. You must not smoke when a minor is in the vehicle. If you are caught smoking with a minor present, you can be fined. Question 41. What is the maximum speed you should drive when there is ice on the road? Option A, drive no faster than 15 miles per hour. B, drive at half the posted speed limit. C, reduce your speed to no more than 5 miles per hour. Answer is C. Reduce your speed to no more than 5 miles per hour. Ice poses extreme dangers and drastically reduces traction. If there is ice on the road, you should reduce your speed to no more than 5 miles per hour. Question 42. A child who is 6 years old or younger may legally be left in a vehicle if they are under the continuous supervision of a person who is at least Option A, 10 years old. B, 12 years old. C, 16 years old. Answer is B, 12 years old. A child who is 6 years old or younger may legally be left in a vehicle only if they are under the continuous supervision of a person who is at least 12 years old. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your DMV permit test. Now let's get back to the video. Question 43. If your vehicle is stalled on a railroad track but you do not see a train approaching and warning lights are not flashing, what should you do after exiting the vehicle? Option A, stand on the tracks and wave a red flag or flare to warn oncoming trains. B, try to push the vehicle off the tracks yourself before calling for help. C, dial the number located on the railroad crossing posts or metal control box near the tracks. Answer is C. Dial the number located on the railroad crossing posts or metal control box near the tracks. If your vehicle is stalled on a railroad track but you do not see a train approaching and warning lights are not flashing, dial the emergency number located on the railroad crossing posts or metal control box near the tracks, then call 911. Question 44. How many days do you have to request a DMV administrative hearing from the date of your DUI arrest? Option A, 10 days. B, 14 days. C, 30 days. Answer is A, 10 days. If you are arrested for a DUI, you have exactly 10 days from the date of your arrest to request a DMV administrative hearing. Question 45. What is the DMV's policy regarding specific driver's license restrictions for senior drivers? Option A, there are no specific restrictions for seniors. All restrictions are based on conditions, not age. B, seniors are automatically restricted from driving on freeways after the age of 75. C, seniors are required to have an additional right side mirror installed on their vehicle by law. Answer is A. There are no specific restrictions for seniors. All restrictions are based on conditions, not age. There are no specific driver's license restrictions automatically placed on seniors. All restrictions imposed by the DMV are based entirely on driving conditions and individual abilities, not age. Question 46. A blue circular sign featuring a white bicycle and pedestrian symbol means. Option A, no entry for vehicles. B, horses are crossing the road. C, shared route for pedal cycles and pedestrians only. Answer is C, shared route for pedal cycles and pedestrians only. This sign marks a path specifically reserved for the use of people on bicycles and those walking. Motorized vehicles are prohibited. For more practice and updates, click on the video you are watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your DMV permit test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.